Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a step-by-step tutorial on how I pump. If you're planning to breastfeed and latch on directly, you can also follow these steps. Now, I've been pumping for my twins for 6 months now. When I was thinking about this journey, I really wasn't planning to take it so seriously because with my first son, I had a pretty rough experience pumping and breastfeeding. I had a lot of engorgement issues. I had very little milk, so I was kind of planning to take it easy, but my twins ended up in the NICU at 31 weeks, and because of that I had to take it seriously because they needed my milk for survival. Because of our situation, I actually got a one-on-one consultation with the lactation specialist at the hospital, and the lady spent I think 10 to 15 minutes with me, and girl, I'm telling you, those 10 to 15 minutes really was a game changer. It completely helped me understand how to do it properly, how to do it the right way, the painless way. And with all those knowledge that I've gotten from her and my trial and error across these couple of months, I'm gonna share with you how I've been doing it. So at a maximum, I only pumped 4 times a day, and at my highest I was able to get about 800 to 850 mils per day. I mentioned a lot of these things in my video where I mentioned about all the things that can make your breastfeeding journey easier, so that is linked down below. You are going to need a breast pump. The one I use is the Spectra S1 double breast pump. You're going to need a Tupperware that holds all your bottles and your flanges and your tubes, and also a small little cup right here, a small towel, milk bags, nipple cream. This is by Lancilo. This is the Pigeon hand and mouth wet wipes, and if you're pumping, I suggest getting a hands-free pumping bra like this. This is my setup, guys. I have my pump here, and then I've got my bottles, my flange, and stuff that I can do while I'm pumping. Don't forget water. I always have lots and lots of water. And then my breastfeeding caddy, which has my hands-free bra. Everything else I need is in here. The first thing you're going to do before starting to pump or latch is to prep your breasts. I'm going to show you how I do it with this image which I got from a medical website. Hopefully I don't get flagged for it, as well as this pillow here. So before we go on, let me tell you the parts of the breast, and I learned this only very recently. So this year I'm going to refer to it as the nipple, and then the area around the nipple is called the areola, and everything here is a mixture of ducts as well as something that they call the lobules. So this is where all your milk glands are actually at, and this is the outer area of the breast. First, we're going to work on the nipple, and we're going to have a towel ready. And what you're going to do with the towel underneath your breast, you're going to use your 2 fingers to press your nipple, and you just press it as hard as you can. It shouldn't be painful, and press it for a couple of seconds, and then go on and press it the other way a couple of seconds. And what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that there's no clogged ducts here, and that the airway or the holes that where your milk comes out from is going to be cleared. So just a couple of seconds here, a couple of seconds here. Whatever milk that comes out will be caught by this towel, and then you move on to the other breast. Then after you're done, you're going to work on the areola area, and this is where you need your little cup, okay, because I personally don't want to waste milk, so whatever milk that comes out here, I want the cup to catch it. You're going to massage the area. So you're going to go this way, a circular motion, massage around the areola, massage around it, and on top of it, and around it as well. Sometimes when you have a lot of milk collected in this area, you realize that it has little bumps that form around this area. That means that there's milk there, and it's good to just massage it down. While you're doing this, some milk may come out, so you want to use your other hand to kind of hold your cup here so that it catches produce whatever milk that comes out. And then you do it for the other breast as well. Once you have massaged both breasts that way, this is when you start squeezing the milk out, and this is called expressing the milk. So back in the days, there's no pumps. This is the hand expressing method, and the way to do it is actually just think of it as milking a cow. That's the best way I can use to describe it. And I'm going to use this pillow to show you how I do it. So imagine this is my breast. I would hold the cup like down here with my other hand. And imagine that the middle of this is my nipple and this is my areola area. Now the place to actually squeeze in is not here, it's not out here, it's actually right at the areola area, which is this area here. So you want to start putting your hands right here. Okay, and the other way would be right here. Imagine this is the circumference of your areola. You also have your cup ready. What you want to do, let me try to do it this way. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay, what you want to do is you're gonna squeeze it inwards and then press it. Go on to the other nipple and then you squeeze it inwards and press it. Inwards and press it. Inwards and press it. You can do this 360 degrees upwards or so, inwards and then press. And then you move on to your other breast. You do inwards and then press. You do inwards and then press. You'll be using both hands, and the other hand that's not holding your breast, you just hold the cup, and there will be milk that comes out which you don't want to waste. This whole process should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Once you become a pro at it, you'll take maybe like 1 minute to do it, and it should not be painful. Once you're done with the prep, we are going to move on to the first pump or the first latch. So if you're using the pump, this is when you're going to start the massage function. On the Spectra S1 system, I actually just put it on as the massage function. When you put on the massage function, you should be able to see some little wiggly lines on the top left hand corner of the screen. For my very first pump in the day as well as my very last pump, I actually have this massage function on for 30 minutes, and then during the day when I have lesser time, this massage function I'll have it on for about 15 minutes. If you're just doing a latching on without the pump, this is when you can also start putting your baby to your breast. For me, having the pumping bra has been a game changer as well. If you're someone who has a lot of stuff to do and you want to multitask, which I know a lot of us women love to do that, the hands-free pumping bra for me has just been a lifesaver. If you realize, until now we haven't been doing any massaging, any kind of this and that to your boobs, because what this is really doing is just massaging out the very initial and the milk that is just around here that's just waiting to come out. You take the bottle off your breast, and then this is when we start to massage the breast itself. So looking again at this pictorial, this is where we're going to work around this area here, and to make sure that now that the initial milk is already kind of cleared here, you're going to start massaging the rest of this area here. So the way that I like to do it is I like to use circular motion on this, and you can also, after the circular motion is done, you can also do like upwards like this as well. So while you're actually doing this, you will realize that sometimes when you have a lot of milk stored up, you might actually feel that there's like marble-like feeling or marble-like lumps here. Those are the places that you want to really massage it in. Spend a lot of time doing the massage itself. Think of all these little things as like canals, and like with the water flowing through the canals, if you don't let go of like a blockage here, it's not going to flow through to the outlet. So with one hand you want to hold and support your breast, and then with the other hand you want to use it to slowly massage the outside of your breast, not the nipple, not the areola, but more of the breast itself. And you can go through it in a circular motion, and then once you're done with this side, and don't forget the underneath as well, you gotta massage that underneath and the top part as well, and then you hold it this way and then massage it this way too, and then you can do the same for your other breast. And it's very important, anywhere you feel that it's a little bit like, you can feel that it's very hard, or there's like little marble like lumps, or you actually feel that it's just like it's just stiff and it needs to be massaged out, make sure you spend more time massaging that area out, because that's really going to help you get the milk out. Especially during the first few weeks of you starting to breastfeed, these little things, massages and stuff that you do without the pump, without the baby, these are the little things that helped me to prevent any engorgement this time around. Then we move on to the pump again. We put the bottles back onto our boobs and then we use the pump. We are going to use the express function now without the whirly squiggly lines, so just the express function. For this part of the process in the express mode, I do it for 15 minutes. And you know, during this time and during any time really when you're actually pumping, I don't have my baby with me to bond or to talk to them. I usually just watch like YouTube videos, I use my iPad, I edit my videos, I do whatever it is that I can do during this time. After those 15 minutes are up, if I'm doing my daytime pump, that's it. That's how I stop my pumping session. So that would be about a 30 to 45 minute pumping session. But if I'm doing like a long pump session, like first thing in the morning and last thing at night, I actually rest for a while. I take like a 10-minute rest. Step number 6 is basically the last hoorah, and this is where I would just do one last sprint to get whatever milk I can get out of my breast. So to do this part, you're going to redo everything you did in the beginning, but when it comes to the pumping, it's going to be much shorter. So again, back to this pictorial image, you're going to do everything you did in first step, which is to squeeze your nipples. Make sure you have your cup here. Squeeze your nipples. Make sure that there's no clogged ducts. And then you're going to massage the areolas. You're going to make sure there's no little bumps right there. And then you're also going to use your little cup and you're going to squeeze out the areola. So just kind of like to stimulate it again. So just push it in and squeeze. Push it in and squeeze. Then after that, you put on your breast pump again, and I would do it on the massage function for just 5 minutes and then on the express function for another 5 minutes. So after all the pumping is done, this is when you want to put everything away, clean up everything. I first take the bottles out of my breast because I don't want to risk any spillage. And then I will very carefully take the bottles out of the flanges. I just want to get everything out. I just do this a little bit, wriggle it out. And then with the bottles, place it on the table. And then once all my bottles, all my cups that contain milk is on the table, I would then put it into the milk bags and then seal it very tightly. I would also put the timestamp, the date stamp onto my milk bags. After I've calculated how much I've pumped, I then write the amount there. I then log how much I've pumped into my little notebook here, which I use to log my volume of milk. And then it's time to clean myself up. First, put on some nipple cream. My go-to is the Lancino nipple cream. This is super key. Just slather it around your nipples. Then I prefer to have breast pads onto my bra at all times, just in case there's any leakage. When you're using this nipple cream, your hands actually get really sticky and stuff, so that's where the wet wipes actually come in very handy. I actually use these wet wipes to just clean myself out. Anytime I have a spillage, I would use this because this is food grade. And then you bring your little precious liquid gold all the way to the freezer if you're choosing to freeze it. I usually freeze them. I'm really glad I had a very good run with this whole journey this time, and I would think that like 90% of that is attributed to those 10-15 minutes that I spent with the lactation specialist. So don't be too hard on yourself in terms of trying to stick to the conventional rules of breastfeeding, because when I was starting out this journey, every video or everything that I read told me that you have to pump 8 times a day. You can't miss your nighttime feeding. You have have to, like, if I were to have done that, I literally would be a prisoner to my pump. So I really found a schedule that works for me. Yes, I pump a much longer session than usual. I have like my 1.5 hour pump sessions, but that works for my lifestyle. Find something that works for you. But if you can take away anything from this video, is I want you to know the proper way to squeeze your areola, your nipples and all that, because that is very, very key. All the other stuff like the timing and the length of time is really up to you. Whatever works for your body, your babies, your life. Also, I'm going to be hosting a giveaway on my Real Mom SG Instagram. That's where I talk about motherhood and all that, and I'm going to be giving away these really, really wonderful products from Legendary Milk, which I have personally used. So if you want a chance to win that, you can join me over there and check out the details. If you're still watching this, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Hello.
Wait.
I want to on and off for you. Can I on and off for you? Can I on and off for you?